Greetings everyone and welcome back to Aavak Hill after a far longer break than I had intended. Right, at the last episode we went on a really long run with Crate, got many items, and as a consequence I didn't do the usual thing of checking out the town and going through all the various items and gubbins that we had at the end of that episode, because it was already so long. So the first thing we're going to be doing in this one is doing all of that and then jumping into a run with Purse, because we intend, or hope at the very least, to find Pocket. Finally, it has been overlong, and I really am quite excited to see how that character plays out in particular. That's a shield that I might want to use elsewhere. I don't know. No, we'll go with it. Sure. There you are, and we will get the tower shield. Armor to the left gets +2. On use, add 5. Okay, well, I mean, you know, that's not too bad. Could possibly get 2 separate armors. It's going to be weird playing Backpack Hero again after recently jumping back into backpack battles, because there are so many ways that the games overlap with the, like, Tetris backpack inventory action, but they are very different games at their core. So I'm may be in a bit of trouble. I might end up making some misplays, but hopefully luck will be with me if nothing else. Let's have a look through here. Is there anything much that we want to grab? I mean, there are a couple of things. We could get a few odds and sods for the town. We could also get the quarry. Creates 10 building materials while you're in the dungeon for each stone tile nearby. That might not be a bad one, actually. We've also got the market stand. There's a commercial decoration. Are there any other buildings? Agricultural decoration? No, but I think we're going to go with the quarry, sure. I'm actually going to invest in that one fairly heavily straight off the bat. We'll come back to the rest of it, though. Let's have a look through. Obviously, we still have some gubbins left over from the last Crate run that you may recall. And we want to make sure that we're using those properly before we start just spending our resources. Here's the town hall. This is the greenhouse, rather. Nothing really that I actually might want to grab. Rocks. Oh. Boulders, natural decoration. Rock is a natural decoration. Are those going to affect the quarry is my question there. Because it might do. Alright, it looks like we can just unlock a few things. A blessed potion on use creates a blessing and is then destroyed. Fair enough. I guess we could also grab this as well. Burst will start in Crusade. Don't start with the standard items. You start instead with... honestly, that doesn't look too bad. It looks like a blessed blade, a new unlock. Sure, okay. Since we're going on a run with Burst anyway, and this run will end after Area 2, which is possibly not a bad one to do. Though I do wonder if we can, in fact, meet Pocket in a regular run, or whether we have to do that whilst we're... Let me hop out of here and see if we can build the quarry first. But if we have to do just a standard run without any kind of rule changes, or whether it's just that Purse has to be the one to meet them. I think it might be that Purse has to be the one to meet them, but I could be wrong. Right, let's go ahead and find some rocks. I don't know if we're going to find any, actually, which is a bit of a problem, isn't it? So that one might actually be one that we need to wait on for each stone nearby. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll have to wait for that then. We could get another fishing area up. We could get a beacon. That is fantastically expensive. So it's probably not going to be something we're going to go for. And I don't really have much in the way of treasures left anymore. We're still... Treasures, we're gaining the second most amount. Also, if you heard that, I swallowed my breath. Don't do that. Don't be so excited by something that you swallow the air you meant to breathe. You need it for breath. Goodness. Right, okay. Let's jump back into it. Oh, my lord. Being me is a trial. Right, nothing else really been grabbed there, unfortunately. And we could grab the swamp buckler. Sure, let's grab the swamp buckler then. That might unlock another buckler for us to unlock later on. At this point, we're just going through and using up whatever special resources we can. Since I've got so many, I may as well grab that one, grab this one, and just get them out of the way for now. So that the next time we roll through... there we go. Perfect. We've now got the chipped sword. How did I not notice that one before? I'll grab you. There we go. We've now got a new legendary weapon, the Assassin's Dagger. Very nice indeed. Let's just make sure that that hasn't updated anything, because sometimes it does. No, it doesn't look like there's anything new in there now. That's fine. We don't have the treasure for any kind of unlock, but I will go ahead and unlock what I can, just so that the treasure is the only thing that we're waiting on at that point. We've got loads and loads of this to go. There we go. Now, usually I would have said not to do this, but I think we've been dragging our feet on unlocking things for quite some time. And that's partially because I've been weary of spending on something that I can't unlock completely. Whereas doing it this way, we are kind of reserving the ability to unlock it later. Right, let's go adventuring. We're going to go with purse today, and I would like a ninja purse, sure. Now, we've got so many. Wow, okay, we've got lots of things that will unlock items for us. Ghostly over there, fishy business. But I think we're going to go with Crusade, because this is going to unlock Crusade 2 as well. So we don't start with the regular items, we start with a Blessed Sword. On kill, it creates a blessing. And we'll start with a Blessed Potion. We'll start with the Knight's Shield. Adjacent and diagonal armor gets +1 block. And this will unlock the Thurible. I'm hoping I'm saying that correctly, which creates a blessing each combat. Okay, Crusader Purse it is. In ninja gear. Don't ask. There we go. Now, do we want to go to the crypt or the bramble? I feel that the Crusader's place really is in the crypt, so let's head on down there first and foremost. And we'll decide where we go from there. Ah, I've missed this music, actually. Alright, let's grab a little bit of experience, grab a little bit of coins. Let's see what the event is. Spin the wheel, take a prize. I mean... Sure. We'll spin right now. I was going to say, usually I don't like doing this early on, but I've got enough room. We've got a tasty fly. Okay, well, we now know what we use this for, so definitely holding on to that. Hello, the Dove Deacon. Oh no. It's going to be an interesting place for me to be using my sword, I'm going to say. That will... Actually, I should probably use this blessing. Let's see what we get. Nectar. The blessing is temporary. On use, adds 3 burn to an enemy, adds 3 poison to an enemy, adds 3 freeze to an enemy, and then is destroyed. Alright. I guess I'll go ahead and use that. Pomp. I'm going to block the rest of the incoming damage. I see no reason to take additional damage right now, and this is going to do a load of damage to you as well. Right, you're now well within killing range. Or I could grab... No, I think I would prefer to just take you out. There we go. And we've now got... when combat ends, adds great luck. On take damage, destroyed. Oh. Okay, well, we definitely want to protect that then. Let's just go all in on damage here. Now, this item floats. When your turn ends, creates static in the space below. On use, hurt, deals 2 damage to self, and then is destroyed. Well, that's not great. I'll be honest, not great at all. Doesn't matter, though. You are invincible. Okay. Well, fair enough. Got great luck as well. Alright, let's open up the usual way. Get some room for boots and helmets. And a second level up as well. I will happily take that. There we go. Now then, we got the Dragonfly. We've seen how the Dragonfly works. I think it's actually a really, really useful item. So each turn moves forward 1 space, then turns clockwise, then moves again. Any adjacent weapons get +5 damage. So what we want to do is surround it by said weapons. We want to kind of block its progress in this direction. This way. For most of the time, it'll be going up in here, but then we want another weapon basically on that side as well. And let it move the whole length as well. Though that does mean that going down this way, it's not going to be as useful for us. May as well grab the Fire Star, and we'll take this as well because I can. That being said... Taking the brick may actually be a better option right now. And the reason why the brick would be good for us is because I would like to have a structure when we go back to Aavak Hill. Right, I want to get rid of the green snail as soon as I possibly can. Right, so that's... Oh, right, it doesn't move forward until it can't move and then turn. It just circles around. Fair enough, that definitely does work for us. I'm going to have to use a lot to be able to avoid the incoming damage here. Alright, well, womp, womp, never mind. And we've got that now for great luck. Perfect. And then turn. Going to need a little bit of protection here to make sure that we don't lose our great luck. And now we can just wail on you for all 3 points of damage. Ooh, a Jade Axe. Not... Jade Axe is very, very tempting. Not so tempting as to lose the great luck. So, we'll just tank this for now. Go. Oh, double great luck. I double approve. Alright, the mechanized toy. Can be used one time each combat, adds 3 rage for each space the destroyed item occupies. On use, adds 1 rage to self, and items this is played on are destroyed. Not the best one there. Peridot is very nice. Adjacent weapons get poisoned, but they do also lose some damage. This is also needed for research, apparently, but the game's lying to me. We've got the Cloud Sword. This is a legendary item for each adjacent or diagonal structure. Plus 2 damage. On use, deals 8 damage. It floats and stabs. That will go amazingly there. We can move some of these things around a little bit. There we go. We've now got a weapon is getting buffed at all times. We've also got the Mask of Pride. For each item below, plus 2 block. On take damage, items below are disabled. It's a risky one, that, but it is a nice one to have all the same, I would say. I mean, if nothing else, I could sell it. The mechanized toy is grand and all, but no, I don't think we're going to go with that one. I think we'll take the Mask of Pride, and we will bring that... There we go. This will now circle properly. We will take that to a shop as soon as we can. I'm not sure yet how we're building this run. I usually leave it a little bit to work out what exactly I want. This will do 15 damage. Sure. 1 and then 2 to get the buff. Loads of burn and such. I approve. Let's target you there. And... I mean, they don't increase in cost, so there's absolutely no reason not to do it. So, just go ahead with the wallop there. Alright. You're not going to get out of here, so let's just do that little bit of damage. Ooh, this is a nice one. Adjacent weapons get plus 3 damage. If I pop it there, finish reorganizing. Yeah. Okay. I can just pop it over the top of something. That is actually kind of glorious. Oh no, can I not now use this? Oh, I have been a fool. A mad fool, and I am going to regret. Oh well, it is what it is. Tunk. We'll take a bit of damage here. Thankfully, we weren't going to lose anything precious on that one. What is this? Weapons 2 spaces away get plus 3. So if I pop that over here, then this one would be activated. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. Now I know better how that works, though. Level up. Let's get ourselves... I'm thinking a little bit more room over here would be great. Go. Now we'll just shimmy that up. And we are sorted. Now, it does kind of pose a problem, actually, in a certain way. Maybe I shouldn't have lifted that. Yeah, I really should have considered that. That was a bit of a bad play on my part, I will confess. Especially because now this doesn't get additional bonuses for that. That being said, a longbow would be kind of amazing for it. Let's have a look. Weapons 2 spaces away get plus 4 damage. When an arrow to the right kills an enemy, adds 1 dodge to self. On use, fires the first arrow in each row. I mean, that would be kind of amazing. But I've got no arrows to fire yet, which is the problem. And to shimmy all of this around is becoming quite difficult. Yeah, moving that up was a big misplay on my part. Oh well. It is what it is, I am afraid to say. Let's pop that over there so we've still got the blessing going there. Oh, wait. Haha! Float beats float. Perfect. I have redeemed myself somewhat. Not very much, but a little tiny bit. Is there anything else I can take? I can take the stacking star. I can take the boohoo buckler. On take damage, add to 9 block. Take the rough whetstone. Take the pearl. Weapons 2 spaces away, get +4 block. I mean, this is already doing 11 base. This one's doing 7. I think I would prefer to have this one, though. Get a nice big buff. That's not doing 11 base without the dragonfly moving around at all. And I can take one more item. Projectile, conductive, removes 1 mana from connecting that. No, I don't think we need that. We'll just take these. There we go, finished. I could have grabbed the bow, but storing it in my backpack would have been a real challenge. Right, we've got a thief over there. They'll root through your pockets when you aren't looking. I mean, I'm always looking, but... fair. Right, well, let's hit the old 1-2. Get a blessing straight away. You are invincible. Don't take damage, destroyed. Fine by me. Pop that over there. Helmet there. We'll follow up with another blow from... Well, actually, no, we may as well go for the blessed sword at this point. There we go. Now we're going to see a little bit of potential damage incoming, but we're already blocking enough. Ah, damn it, I didn't realise that. Adjacent weapons get +3 damage. I mean, I'll pop it there and we'll see. Does that nix the other blessings it was getting? No, it's still getting the pearl from below. Nice. Alright. I'm all aboard for that. Let's do a solid 19 damage there. Follow up with another 19 damage and then kill with the Crusader weapon. Adds 1 to dodge to self, 2 rage, and 2 haste. Well, I'm not going to be doing that, but it's nice to have all the same. I must say, blessings are kind of wildly useful. The Broom Spear. On use, deals 8 damage. On alternate use, destroys all adjacent hazards. When this destroys an item, +1 damage this turn. I mean, it sounds fun, but not sure. We've got the Lucky Shiv. Can be used 1 time each turn. On use, deals 2 damage. On kill, on someone, adds great luck. Now that is definitely worth more to me than the sword. Sorry, the thorns. But we'll see if we can't get rid of some of these items first. Let's pop you down there. That'll give me 2 turns to do a bunch of damage before I waste a turn. Is there anything else I want to pick up? Not really. Well, let's see what's in here. Is there anything that I want to replace something with? Shoe hat or the boot? I mean, we can get maximum block with that. I really want to use that fly. I've been holding on to that for so... Like, I've not used one of those for all this run. I really want to just use it once. Look, I'm just going to tank the damage we're taking. Outputting. It's fine. Well, I've got 2 things that I kind of want to use sparingly. 1, 2... Sure. Great luck. I may as well. Oh, damn it. I still had some energy because that was a free use item. My bad. There we go. And I mean, sure. Why not? Because the blessings aren't going to be useful to me in the end. Right. We've got a dice. We've got a piggy bank. When combat ends, +2 gold. That's really nice. It can really, really scale well. But we've also got proper boots as well. This is already giving me +4. This is giving me +5. If I pop these down, this would be another +4 again, but I'd have to lose some items in order to fit it in. How much do I want my passive block to be there, is the question. I wouldn't be able to use this. I was tempted to put that up there, but no, I don't think so. The piggy bank is super nice. But I think I'm going to say goodbye to the rose in exchange for getting extra passive block. So 5 block from there, 4 block here, 4 block there, not bad at all. 13 passive block, plus I can use my Knight Shield to gain an additional 7 block. I can't use the Boohoo Buckler to gain any block passively. I have to take damage for that one, which is a problem. This one wouldn't be terrible, but it's such a large shield that that in and of itself causes a bit of an issue for me. Is there anything else I really want to get rid of here? Honestly, maybe getting rid of the Boohoo Buckler in exchange for the Piggy Bank. Because they're the same rarity, because I'm basically just holding on to it to sell. But the Piggy Bank will do something for me until I can sell it. So, let's go with that. Oh, I've got a gigantic cup of tea right now. Some Darjeeling. And it is warming the cold parts of my heart right now. It's fantastic. Right, I need you to not be alive anymore. I'm not going to have to worry about the incoming damage. In fact, maybe I should just focus on taking one of you down first. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to take you out with this, so a blessing will have to do. And it's a solid blessing too. So I'll pop that in there. There we go. Now, still going to be able to resist the incoming damage. Yeah, and because that blooming gem is there, I can't access the shiv, but that's okay. So which one of you does the most damage right now? Both of you, actually. So I may as well just go with this one because it will apply poison as well. And the fact that I'm not having to use the shield is glorious. If I was more confident about never having to use the shield, then I could have gotten rid of that a while ago. But alas, that is not where we're at. What? Sacred Sword. On use, deal 7 damage. Deal 7 damage to all... Sure, okay. I just made a new sword. Fantastic. Right, okay. We've got a ring. Want to pick up rings. Those are actually quite important. Losing the Mask of Pride would lose me some passive block, but would also give this sword an extra bit of damage. Am I going to get rid of the shield? Is that really what I'm about to do? That's a risky move. We're still early on enough that I don't need to be too concerned, but it is a risky move. Shop is right up ahead. I guess, sure. We'll say goodbye to the shield for now then. Let's go straight to the shop. I need to divest myself of some gubbins and I can buy a new shield. Okay, well, I mean, that pays for the shield, I guess, but I still don't have room for it. We've got the pouch. Fantastic. And the pouch is 12. I can happily already afford it. We've got a Queen Cleaver. On use, deal 6 damage, and all diagonal cleavers are used. I could pick that up, because the Queen Cleaver... Well, it takes 2, though. You need a lot of cleavers to make a cleaver build work, but... For example, if I surrounded the Queen Cleaver with regular cleavers there, on all 4 points, then this would deal 16 damage on top of the 6 damage this deals, for the cost of 2. Right now, that's less than my legendary swords, but if I had better cleavers still, that would be even more powerful. But okay, we're going to grab this. I am immediately going to open the pouch, and I'm going to pop this in. I didn't mean to do that. Close the pouch. And now that I've got the pouch, I can throw a couple of things in. Is there anything here that I really want to buy off you? Because I'm not 100% sure about that. That's what I want to do. I would like to get rid of this. I mean, I may as well with this. I want that! There you go. Have the tasty flight. Does that give me better sale value? No. Oh, wow. Everything is on sale for 3? Or maybe, open the pouch, pop these back out here. I'll sell the pouch back to you. Then I will buy it on sale for sale. I don't know if that actually worked out for me in the end, but we'll pretend it did. This can go live there for now. This can go inside. So can the ring. I want the ring to go inside. There we go. The piggy bank. Do I want to get rid of you? Kinda do, honestly, but... maybe the boots are really what I need to be rid of. I'll pop them in here for now because it would be better for me to have a more valuable item. Pop there, but I no longer... Oh no, actually I can't afford to do that anymore since I got rid of the shield. Yeah, we'll be rid of the mask, I think. Ultimately, that isn't as important to me. We will buy the shield for a pittance. And I guess this is an okay build right now. The Lucky Shiv will get upgraded fairly quickly as well. It's no longer going to get the benefit of the Peridot, but that's okay. Maybe if I had some way of getting this to be upgraded like 2 spaces away with the Pearl, that would be a really nice one, because then that Shiv would be able to do quite a decent chunk of damage, actually. Either way, I think that's all we're going to be doing here for now. Now, we're straight down here. See if there's something really useful. Not particularly. I'll just grab this because I can use it straight away. Cleansing Bomb. I'll use the 12 damage to all enemies. Sure, I'll grab that one as well for the next fight. And we will promptly throw that in. 8 haste to self. 2 weak to self. That's okay, I don't mind. Right, we've got 9 damage there. 9 damage here. 0... Oh, because of the weak, of course. Well, that's fine. We'll wallop you. Get this. That's 8. And the shield will bring us up to a walloping 15 extra block thanks to the haste. Not bad at all. Yeah, now you're going to go for a 25 hit. Can I kill you in this time? I cannot. Even with the poison, I cannot. So I need to focus on blocking the incoming attack. And then build the poison. Oh, right, okay. Oh, of course, if we do enough damage, it pulls them out of the attack mode. But that's fine. Alright, let's get rid of the shield. Finish you off. There we go. And we get a level up, finally. Let's put that sword... maybe not. Well, I kind of do want that sword over there eventually, but we just won't be doing it yet. Done. What are we going to get? We've got the Diamond Cleaver. On use, deal 2 damage when a cleaver kills a non-summon enemy, plus 1 gold. Not a bad one. The Dueling Sword can be used 1 time each combat. On use, deals 25 damage. On take damage, this item is refreshed and can be used again this combat. I mean, having that up top would be glorious. But having to shunt that to... Actually, what I could do is I could move these things around a little bit. Like so. Then we can have the Dueling Sword on top. That works out for us. The Pearl, though, still needs to be down here in order to work well. Unless I wanted to use the Pearl on the Shiv, but... The Pearl up there would actually be the ideal position. Since it would improve both weapons. Eventually we'll get the spot here unlocked, and then I can move the Cloud Sword back over with the structure underneath it. Do I want to pick up the cleaver, though? Is the question. Because I could grab that and this cleaver. If nothing else, I could pop it into my backpack. Which one does this use? On use, when a cleaver kills a non-summoned enemy, plus 1 gold. I mean, diagonal cleavers would be useful with the Queen Cleaver. And I could also sell this, I guess. Sure, we'll start... I'll start picking them up. This is going to be an odd build to go for a cleaver build, because you really kind of need to dedicate to it. And going like going at it half-assed, it's not really going to take us to where we need to be, but I'll see what we can do. We've got a cleaver here? No. We've got Paladin's Blade, we've got the Ruby. Adjacent weapons get +4 damage, that's a legendary gem. We've got the Flame Gem as well. I'll roll the dice for these, let's see what we can get. And again, I'm happy with the Flame Gem, except at this point the Lucky Shiv is really starting to show its age. Really starting to show its age. It's +4 damage though. I think, yeah, we're going to pop the Lucky Shiv in here somewhere. I'm going to leave behind the Sapphire. I'm going to take this instead. That being said, I could always put the Piggy Bank in, but the Piggy Bank is doing something for us every single run. Whereas the Lucky Shiv will only do it if I bring something close to death. But having these gems up in the corners would be the ideal place to put them. Ultimately. And a Shiv would be the... or maybe 2 Shivs would be the ideal items to have in here. Right, let's go and sell off some stuff. Can I sell you anything more? Will you allow me to sell things? Yeah, you will. Okay. Nice. You won't take any more items, but that's perfectly fine. So I could put the cleaver there, move this cleaver up, that's 6, and then that by it still does, it doesn't work out for us with the queen cleaver, not yet. I would like to possibly pick it up, but we'll see. I'll go back to the shop and pick it up perhaps at the end of this zone. Right, incoming 14 damage. Let's make sure that I don't actually take damage from that. And we're going to do a walloping 31 damage with the dueling sword. Not bad. It was a good opener. Right, Paradot will do 16, and there's no reason... sorry, Paradot, I mean the Blessed Sword. And we get Great Luck. Yeah, the Great Luck alone makes the blessings kind of broken. In the best possible way. On use, deals 4 damage to all enemies each turn this item is used. This is a difficult one to say no to. We've got another cleaver as well. On use 4 damage when a cleaver kills an on-summon enemy, +1 damage is combat. We'll pop that in there. We've also got the Cauldron. But ultimately, it's the lightning that I would want to grab. It would also benefit from lots of enchantments. Okay, let's have a think of what I could do with this. Let's move this out. I know I wanted to keep it. And I still do. But it is difficult to say no to this. That is just objectively the best place for that item to be. I've been using my shield, and if I stop having that there, I could do without the shoes though, I think. But I would have to say goodbye to the structure. No, I wouldn't have to say goodbye to the structure, actually. I could just tuck all of this in there. Even the shoe hat could be brought with. However, I think we're going to grab the sapphire instead, and I can just live in there until I decide what to do with it. Still aren't using my ring properly, but that's fine. This is going to deal a huge amount of damage to everyone that it hits. Given that, I kind of want to get everyone being poisoned. It feels like that's the better call there. A significant better call. Getting all of the status effects being passively applied. Plus it's got 2 potential upgrade points. No, that's huge. We'll keep that. Right, finish choosing. Right, we've got a little bit of experience over here. We've also got a visit to the smith. Add 1 haste to a shield, add 2 spikes to a shield, adds conductive to armor, or adds 1 haste to a structure. Can be upgraded once. That is now making getting that structure back in play more important? Sure. Add 1 haste to a structure. Go ahead. I mean, ultimately, I'm going to want this sword next to that structure anyway, so we're going to be keeping that. Add 1 haste to a shield. Go ahead. We are now going to be... Well, on use, I would still need to use this every turn, whereas this one will just use itself. But I've got a means of building up haste, and when I don't use the shield, whatever haste level I have will be maintained. So this is actually not a bad use of our abilities there. Alright, let's go and say hello to our friend over here. I'm going to keep the health in case we need it after this fight. Right, we're up against Sable. Sables are fierce predators. Indeed they are. No extra poison. Sad, but true. Let's go ahead and make sure that they cannot get through my defenses. And honestly, we would just gradually burn them to death at this point. Let's go ahead and get all the defense that we're going to need. It's 12, 13, 30. Womp. And then finish them off with a blessing. What do we get? For each row below, plus 3 block. Sure. Got the luck ring. Okay, not bad. I like that a lot. We've got a shiv as well. I also quite enjoy shivs, but we're going to replace the regular ring that we've got there with a luck ring. For later, effectively. I'm not going to take any items. Again, this is a very focused build that I'm trying to work on here. Didn't take any damage, so I can get a heal. And do I really want to go for the Queen Cleaver at this point? Got 2 interesting cleavers in here. I would have to forego something, and I haven't got the money anymore. So it's probable that we're not going to go for a cleaver build. Again, cleaver build is such a... You have to really dedicate yourself to that, I feel, to make that work. And when you do it, it can be ridiculously powerful. But you really do need to absolutely dedicate yourself to the cause. Right. We can get... Well, first and foremost, let's get my defenses going. We'll build all the way up, and I'm just going to tank this first turn. Right, 13 damage coming our way, so let's just protect from that. I can do a solid 17. This will do more, but I want to wait till the dragonflies next to it. There we go. Another 17 incoming. Let's just keep building up. And at this point, the 13 damage from the Cloud Sword is the better option. Plus, it's going to add a little bit more flame. Could reorganize now to get a Blast Potion. Unfortunately, I have no passive block. Otherwise, this would be amazing. Having any kind of passive block right now would be bonkers. Because it's just scaling how much block that's going to provide. You're going to use... You're not going to take any action this turn, actually. Alright, I kind of want to get to you as fast as I can. So let's pop a little bit of burn on you right out the gate. Go 16 damage incoming. That's not much of a concern for me. Sure, we'll take you out straight away. We adds a bunch of status effects, which I would like on you. Lonely. When alone, change the behavior in future turns. I'm thinking we should just take you out. Which I can do comfortably with this. There we go. I probably should have put all those status effects elsewhere for that reason. Angel Buckler. Weapons 2 spaces away, plus 3 damage. Sure, I'll pop it down there. Good enough for now. And at this point, just finish the fight. Okay, what are we taking? All weapons get this effect applied on use, plus 1 damage this combat, and each turn lose 2 HP. I've got no way of healing, which I would need to make that work. When an item is destroyed, adds 1 energy, or if you were to take 5 or less damage, reduce it to 1. I wonder if combination, this would mean that this would only do 1 HP's worth of damage. That's an interesting possibility. However, I am going to tuck that away. I would like it. But I need a way of healing before I use that. But of the options that we had, that one was the best one. Close. Right. I don't need anything, but I could take the max health. Sure. Right, let's go and empty out my pouch. Hello. Open the pouch. Pull everything out. I'll keep that in there. I'm going to send the cleavers back. There's just no point in me keeping them. These I kind of want to keep. Maybe I'll send the piggy bank back as well. Is there anything here that has research that I need? Yeah, actually, the Peridot. Okay, the Peridot can go back. I'll keep the ring. Anything here that I need to send back? The structure, of course. Yeah, I'd lose out my haste though, which is a rough deal. I think I'll keep this one because as long as I keep it right until the end, then it should be okay. As long as I manage to bring that to the very end fight and get out of the dungeon, then I still have it. Is there anything else I want to send? No, I think that's all good. Thank you very much. We will head off now and find out what was in that chest. Some fish. Sure, I'll pop that in here, I guess. Box of nails. How I wish I could have sent that along with. Adds 12 block, but adds 3 burn to self. I'll just sell this. There is no reason not to take it when I've got an empty pouch to put things in. Right, I think we're going to go to the deep cave. Let's go to Paths Familiar. Right, out the gate, let's see what we've got. We've got a Ring of Rage. We've got a Golden Shiv. We've got the Assassin's Blade. On use, deals 3 damage. On kill, non-summon, permanent +1 damage. That's what we want to go for. Everything else I don't care about, and I'm just going to roll for it. Because I absolutely don't care about anything else. 4, please. 1, please. Oh, well. It was worth it to me, in my opinion. 2 burn to a weapon. Very much worth it. 1 regen to a ring. Okay, now we're talking. I need 2 rings with 1 regen each. As that will mean that... because if I just have 1 ring with 1 regen, that just means I'll heal 1 HP every turn. But if you've got 2 rings with 1 regen each, or 1 ring with 2, then you will be increasing the amount you regen over time. So eventually you'll be out healing every turn the damage you take every turn, which is important. Raged weapons, also super important. All of these are very, very tempting. But we will obviously want a bit of cash before we take care of that. We're fighting a Blade Master. Nothing amazing here, except I wouldn't mind a blessing right out the gate. I'll stick the poison potion just because I can. Yeah, but nothing else really worthwhile there. Hello. Right, you're going to be a problem, but you've already burnt off one of your dodges. I'm going to immediately use this. For each row below, +3 block. Each turn adds 2 block. Base +1. Sure, I'll just pop that up there. We'll gain some... Oh, sorry. It's telling me what the haste will add for things. So that's fine. Let's haste up so that we are not taking any further damage. Apply all the poison that we can. And then go for the damage from our Burning Cloud Sword. You are actually the greatest threat to me. So let's do that while you don't have dodge. Though interestingly, I'm fairly certain that you're never going to have dodge because this is always going to strip the dodge away. What a wonderful item. 30 damage, or I could bring you down to 13 and then finish you off with the Blessed Sword, which I think is the better option right now. There we go. Oh, damn it. Have to use both. Consumable, sure. We will use that straight away. Yeah, may as well use item. There's literally no point not to, because I don't keep these out of this combat, so just use the abilities as frequently as I'm able. There we go. We can just open up again and finish you off. Oh, nice. Great luck. Always fantastic to see. Ooh. Soul Axe. On use, deals 10 damage. When an adjacent item is used, disabled for 1 turn. Also got the Poison Whetstone. Can be used 1 time each turn and adds 1 poison to self. But weapons in this row get +3 poison this combat. Realistically, that would be better if I could somehow... I guess, maybe even putting it here. Because these would then get so much extra poison. Can be used 1 time each combat. On use, creates a brick in this row. That is going to be amazing. It's a legendary item for a reason. Let's keep that. Also grab the Poison Whetstone. On use, adjacent items are used. Adjacent items are disabled for the rest of combat. We're not going to be bringing that one, unless I particularly wanted to just have it for the regen, which is a possibility. I'll bring that along in case there's something that uses mana that I want. Right now, I'm not sure what that would be, but we'll bring it along all the same. That's gone. Perfect. Let's just block the incoming damage, and then just start wailing on you. Go. We'll finish you off. Get a blessing. Great luck. Let's just make sure that I don't take any unnecessary damage. And lose said great luck. Alright, let's just whittle you down. Oh well, we may as well just take you out. I guess it doesn't really matter too terribly much. Right, there we go. Now we can move things across. And now I need to very carefully not do that again. Yeah, we'll add spaces up there for now. Right, because I'm going to need the shields to go somewhere. Alright, this is going to require a bit of a reorganize, but that's fine. Pop that one down here. Pop this in place. Oh, damn, Dragon Blast. Can't easily do that now. That is very inconvenient, I must say. What do we got over here? Conductive each turn adds 1 mana to the connected mana network. If no mana is connected, it's disabled. Not very great. Some machetes, which aren't bad at all. Yeah, this one becomes so much less useful now. I can only really give 1 item the blessing. It was in many ways better before. Yeah, I think that is the one to keep. However, that does give me an opportunity. If I pop that up there, I can now pop this down here to make a spare brick. I can also have luck every combat. And I can pop that out there as well, though that one's a little bit more of a finicky one. Still. No, actually, we're going to keep that one inside, so I can keep the pouch here. Right, we can use this to create a brick, and then the bricks will play off each other, and we'll start leveling each other up. That will work well. I can still take some items. Is there anything really valuable? Don't think so. So I'm going to grab you. You can come with. And I guess the potion. 5 slow to all enemies, 5 weak to all enemies. This one's actually needed for research, so I guess I'll keep it. And we've still got mana in there, so that's fine. You know what? I may as well just gobble that down, frankly. Do I need the fish for research? No. Okay, that's good. I can still take 1 item. So I'll bring that with me as well. Alright, finish choosing. Yeah, the soul axe is just going to kind of linger. I would prefer the experience right now more than more loot, because I'm kind of struggling with the loot that I've got. We've got a roof structure over there. We've also got a very nice sword down there. And the toothed necklace over here. But that would be another thing that would hurt. So I'm going to say no for now. And instead, let's go grab this experience. There we go. And to the shop. Let's have a look what you've got. You've got a black mana stone. Always useful. For each column to the left, +1 block. Each turn at 0 block presently. I think I can sell a bunch of stuff to you. This can go straight away. Right now, what we're looking to do is get money to upgrade my gear. Do I want to sell this? We got many more fights? No, we've got no more fights. Alright, let's get rid of that then. It's taking up a lot of room for no particular gain. Alright, we're gonna be a little bit more reserved then here. Rage to a melee weapon wouldn't be the worst thing. If I had more, I could upgrade this twice to have double rage. That means that I would be scaling damage over time. I'm already scaling burn damage. I guess it's just regen then. Add regen to a ring. Or I could add a lot of burn to that item. There's a play to be made there, but I think it's going to be the regen. Because if I can get one other ring with regen, or one other source of regen from somewhere, then I can bring out the relic, which will help out in coming fights. Alright, onwards to the next level. Of course, it probably would have helped if I went to the Enchanted Swamp to find Pocket. That just occurred to me. Oh, how many of you just sat there? Why, Aavak? You literally said that the thing you most wanted. Why did you avoid it? Damn it. Master Smith, his mustache twitches slightly as he examines your backpack. See any other forges recently, he asks. They may tell you that your items have a limit, but it wasn't always so. Us old badgers know a different way. Well, let's pop an extra upgrade slot on the ring. The odds of us finding another smith who will give us that fairly slim, but there is always a chance. And also a heart ring there. A large heart ring, no less. Sure, I'll spin this one. See what we get. We have gotten a curse. Sad. Red ribbon rapier. Not what we're going for, though. We'll just add that one into the list of curses. Right. Got some incoming damage here that is going to be a little bit more awkward for me to get through. So I'm just going to use that. I'm also going to use this. Tonk. Pop that there. These will now play off each other and will give me some passive block, which is good. Now, I'm going to want to... Do I want to play the block here? I could... Or I could just wipe one of you out and immediately. I could get rid of you. Womp. There we go. And then just go all block for the rest of it. I'm still going to take a little bit of damage, so the dueling sword is going to reactivate. But the regen is going to keep me going through this one. Right, I want to take you out with this blade so I can get a buff. Weapons 2 spaces away, get +3 damage. Adjacent shields get +3 block. That's the perfect place for that blessing. Right, you're going to use a malady on me. Disapprove. Replace with a malediction. When your turn ends, on use adds 2 poison to self, but will be destroyed. Let's pop it over that block right there. Now I want to be rid of your block if I can. And honestly, just finish you off with this sword. No other reason to do anything else. I really need to get rid of those curses. Rare. Adjacent to diagonal consumables get +5 healing. Not a terrible option. Good enough for now. Actually, I can pick this up and get a little bit of extra block. I can also grab this for a bit of extra poison on enemies. No reason not to, realistically. Right. Let's wait until we... Well, no, we don't have a source of poison, sadly, so... there we are, and let's do a little bit of damage. I don't mind the slime maladies, or hazards, rather. They're very easy to deal with, ultimately. Plop, 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 plop. And dunk. Now I need to do a rather large amount of damage to you, so let's just take you out straight away. And then let's block for the remaining incoming damage. I should have taken that out, because I don't need it anymore. At least not there, anyway. Right, we are actually going to take a chunky bit of damage here, unfortunately, and there's not a lot I can do about that. We will slowly heal, of course, but it's not going to be as fast as I would want it to be. We can just... one, and then... I do need to block. Oh, sure, I'll just remove you. Okay, that'll do. These are going to spread. Let's not pop it there. I'm going to allow that to spread out. Get rid of it all. Block up. And then, on the off chance that we might get something nice, I will wait until the next turn to kill you. Because we might get the Great Luck one. Let's disable... Well, actually, no, you're still going to die. I should have thought about that. I can't disable that with a single goo. I'd need 4 of them. Oh, well. New ring. Okay. Not bad. Let's pop that in there. There is a chance. I mean, ultimately, I'd want 2 regen on that one, but, you know, it's not a terrible option either. Let's grab these. May as well. I guess I could stick that in the backpack, but it would just take up room in the backpack from that point on. So I'm just going to say no. And let's have a look at you. Now, I would like to use removes 100% of all status effects on all enemies. Oh, it didn't remove those. I was wondering. I've always wondered if that would do it. 100% status effects on self. You know what? Sure, I'll just take off all of these things. Let's just get rid of them all. Shouldn't have picked these up. I regret everything I did. Let's just remove you. And I'm taking 10 damage, so I'll just buff that a little bit. There are so many things I should have done, as well as moving that. Well, let's finish you, get a blessing. And then defend, because that, as long as I always end my turn with a defend, then you will always defend. 13 damage, not too bad, and defend. The gimmick on this one, it is a genuinely worrying enemy. It can become quite powerful. But as long as you have a shield and you can make that the last thing you do every turn, it is so easy to overcome this particular foe. And I'm just slowly building up my haste with every turn. Also, this long fight does serve a purpose for us in that it allows me more time to regenerate my health. Still takes a long time, to be sure, but, you know, it is happening. Right, there we go. Get items. Star Potion creates something really good or horrible. Or a horrible... Alright. We can play with that. Finish choosing. What we got in the chest? No, I don't need any more curses, thank you. I'm good. What have you got on sale? You've got an amazing shield. At 6 blocks, when attacked, adds 1 rage to self, adds 1 spike to self. That is truly a fantastical shield, but I would lose the ability to scale haste. Oh, that's a horrible choice to have to make. I think the haste is more important to me. Like, way more important. I think we're going to be rid of this as well, but I'm going to keep that in there for the time being because selling this is more useful. But I can do one more thing with it, so I'm going to keep that. I'm going to create a brick. Actually, if I pop it there, the brick will sink right down to the bottom, which would be ideal. Or I could just buy the brick for 6. I can sell... Yeah, you know what? That actually helps out a bit more. There we go. Right. Okay, so that keeps everything relatively clean in here. I've got 60 gold. I desperately need a smith. Desperately. Alright, let's build up the defenses I'm going to need first. Then do a lot of damage to you. Now, I only need to do 14 damage to prevent you from doing anything else. And I currently... Well, I'd need to use that twice, but it would take 21 damage off the field. But let me first protect myself against the rest of the damage over there. You'll die to the burn. I won't get a blessing out of it, but you still won't be able to do the damage to me that I was a little bit worried about. At this point, still want to... Oh, actually, we already had enough defense. And again, that's the beauty of the scaling haste. And the passive block that I'm now generating. Because as the haste scales, the passive block scales, which is what I was talking about. Having a source of passive block and haste. If you've got, like, this arrangement of structures, and just 2 of them have haste... You will eventually be generating hundreds of block per turn. Let's get through this. I'll finish you off for a blessing. Sure. On you, deal 7 damage and deal 7 damage to all enemies, I guess. Pop it there. Sure. Tunk. Now they're going to continually ruin my day with all of that. I could, I guess, sacrifice that for more block. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I pop that there... Yeah, that would be a better one. Whereas I'm just losing 1 extra block from this. Yeah, even though I bought that, I think this is fine. Is there anything in here I would like? I've already got a version of that, so I can pick this up. That shouldn't be a problem. Okay. Finished. And moving on. Let's go and grab the experience. And say hello to the elite. We do have a crossbow over there. That is a worrying one. We need that removed. There we go. Now I can actually attack you. That is an important one. Right, let's use that. Slow everything down. 2 incoming damage that I don't need to worry about. So instead, I can focus on just removing enemies. So you first. We've got the golden carp. Adds 2 energy and then is destroyed. Very well. Use. Thank you. And I will take you out. I've got a new sword. Very well. Got the lizard blade over there, which I actually do need. How annoying. Because I can't grab it and not take damage. Deeply, truly saddening. Let's add a little bit of protection. Just remove our enemies with this. So that's actually not a bad blade, to be fair. It's not the best either, but still, for just a random thing you get, that's actually quite nice. Right, this will give us a load of passive block now. This is now giving us 7 passive block. Oh, wow. The Frozen Hammer. On use deals 2 damage and adds 3 freeze to enemies. That is amazing, but it is huge as well. Can I shimmy some things out of here to make room for that? Yeah, that's just a regular common. I mean, I realistically don't even need that, but I may as well keep it because they would sell for the same amount, so... Finished. We'll head straight back down here. We are promptly going to sell this Womp for a lot of cash. May as well keep that out. May as well keep this out too. Right, let's go and fight another enemy. If we can get just a little bit more cash, though realistically this is one of the last fights, so it's not really going to be as useful. Right. We're already passively blocking for the incoming damage. So let's just remove you from the fight. So give me a bunch of bonuses, which I should have used that next turn because it's added these things and then it was going to be used up. That being said, the dodge, you know, was nice, but we need to do a lot of damage over here. 14 in total. 1, 2. There we go. Now we don't need to worry of blocking because we've already got passive block high enough. Sure, we'll just add a little bit of extra fire damage to you. Right, you should be within kill range of this. There we go. Pop this over there. Everything gets a bit of a buff. This is still the better weapon for me to use right now. And I've not had to use my shield again, so I've not had the opportunity to level up my haste. But I must say, blessings, I'm really actually quite taken by them. +1 adjacent armor gets +1 block. Sorry, if this row is not the top row, this is disabled, and each turn adds 2 block. It doesn't do anything else, though. So I may as well just pop it there. It like doesn't get a benefit from being further away. And this is better all the way down here. If I had the option, adding 2 spaces here, moving that across by 1, and then adding the helmet above it would be a good play. But other than that, there's not really any value to it. Right, we're not going to take anything. Nothing there is really going to help with our build. All right. First and indeed foremost, let's be rid of, do a load of damage to you, take you out with a blessing. Adjacent weapons get +3. 12 damage incoming, not something I need to worry about though. And we've got 16 damage there. You'll die to fire before you can steal my money. Right, 19 incoming damage, not something we want to play around with. I could just use this at this point. Sure, might as well. $18 incoming damage. I'll just use the liquid armor so I don't have to waste my time with this. I can just focus on doing damage with my weapons then. 19 incoming. Do need to prevent from that. And at this point, I can just finish you off with my Crusader sword. Or Blessed sword, rather. Blue Rose. Each turn, if connected to mana, adds 3 spikes to self. Okay. Not a bad option. That will technically still count. Because it is technically in the top row of that column. You know what, I may as well have all of that together, just for the sake of it. But there we are. It removes all mana from the connected mana network. So I do want to open this pouch, give you the best mana that I've got. Finish. That'll give us a couple of spikes to start off with. Right, there's the smith. We've got gold. We've got health. Don't need the health, so I'm going to go grab the gold. See what else we have. Got cleansing rag. When an adjacent weapon is used, removes 1 poison from self. Huh. That is actually not a bad option. And the reason that's not a bad option is this will add 1 poison to self when used. Very tempting, actually. Let's go see... Well, actually, I may as well just tuck these away. I'll keep that out so I can use a bunch of energy in the next fight. Right, what we got? 2 spikes for shield, 2 burn to a weapon. There we go. Rage. Can I not? Oh, it's a projectile. Why am I always so surprised? Why am I always so surprised? Alright, well, in that case, we want to pick whichever weapon we're going to be using the most. That's going to be you. There we go. This now has scaling damage on it. I could take it even further if I really wanted to, or I could add burn to it. Let's go... Actually, no, we won't. We will go with burn. Burn there. Then burn on this one a little bit more. And then I'm going to go to the shop because I do have some gubbins I wouldn't mind just selling. Yeah, let's open you up. There's some things in here that I'm just not using. Oh, you won't take any more items. Damn it. I didn't realize that I'd used all of that up. That's a bit of a shame. Alright, well, it's still a powerful weapon. Right, so I'm going to need to rejig some things. I've got passive block here and here and here. Technically don't need this. So I'm going to tuck that away. I'm going to take these 2 out. Because they're now more useful to me. I'll want this activating here every turn. Every turn removes some poison from me. I want that there, so that both of these weapons will gain poison every turn. It's such an annoyance that that's right in the middle there. But ultimately, using this to buff the damage that this does to every enemy makes more sense. And I'll just tuck this back in here. That should be fine. There we go. That's not bad. This way I can put quite a lot of poison. Like I can only use it 1 time each turn, but I'll use it, get these poisoned up. And that's just going to be the way then for the rest of that combat. But this will remove that 1 poison from myself. Then I'll do it again. Oh, I do. Let me have a look at the card. Does this at the end of turn? Alright, that's a bit of a problem. I could do it this way, so I can then intentionally remove poison from myself. It's not as great, but it still works quite well, I think. Okay, this is the build that we're going to go and fight the boss with. Was there anything else I could add for 10? 2. Conductive 12. No. Unnecessary, but thank you very much, all the same. Alright, off we go. Got a nice healthy bit of cash there, or rather resources for the town. Alright then, let's go and have a fight. This didn't end up being the run that it was meant to be. I got completely distracted and decided to go down here instead of into the Enchanted Swamp, which is ultimately where I needed to go. But it is what it is. Right, let's do some damage. I'm going to take a bit, so let's get that going. Add the energy, add energy again. Sure, may as well open with that. And then we're just going to dump all the rest of this into you. Stack that burn and the rage and the poison beautifully. 10 burn, 12 poison. I've got 8 rage now, 3 spikes, 2 haste, and 1 natural regen. Right, opening up again. We will... Now, you're going to do 34 damage, which is a bit scary. So let's nix that. Ooh. Do I just take the damage? I can allow that damage to go past short, because I'm going to be maintaining this amount of protection. You're still going to take a bunch of damage from my dots. Okay, there we go. Use that. Then remove the poison myself, add more poison and burn to the enemy. There we are, you're down to 48. You're going to add a load of spikes to yourself, which is something I don't want to see happen. So let's just go ahead and finish you off with poison. Not even going to give you death by blade. As a blade master, that is a particularly cruel insult. I didn't even finish you with a sword. I finished you with poison. My lord. We are the bad guy. Alright, let's go and grab... Oh, there we go. New quest is unlocked. The run ends after Area 3. The rewards will be a Lost Spark, a Blessed Herb, on use creates a blessing, and the Blessed Pig. On use creates a blessing. Wow, okay, that's some pig. Where is Charlotte right now? Alright. The Thurible has been unlocked for us. Nice. Okay, so we didn't really get much story progress with this one, but we got a decent amount of odds and sods. And on top of that, we'll be able to sell a bunch of things as well. Do you have my limited edition Mayor Quillswish plush? I don't, I'm afraid. So sorry. I know it's a rare collectible, but I don't really want to collect it. I think you're possibly the only person that wants it. I'm sorry to say, but it's true. Alright, we will unlock the dodge potion. I don't think we're going to be necessarily using it, but... do we have anything in here that we had to unlock? No. How about down here? We've got shurikens. Sure. Let's get those on the go. We've got the cleaver. There we are. We can now unlock the King Cleaver. Deals 6 damage and all adjacent cleavers are used. Now, the thing is, the King Cleaver and the Queen Cleaver, they can absolutely synergize. So you can have the King Cleaver activate the Queen Cleaver, which would activate the other cleavers again, because the King Cleaver would have activated the one above and below it. And let's say to the left was the Queen Cleaver. Well, the Queen Cleaver is now going to activate the diagonal cleavers, which includes the one that was above and below the King Cleaver. So they get used twice. So you want to make sure that they're a powerful one. If you end... Oh, my lord, can you... Wait. Surely, no, wait, no, there must be some sort of protection against that, because what if you had 2 King Cleavers right next to each other? Or a King Cleaver, then a Queen Cleaver, then like, I don't know, a Jack Cleaver, I don't know what that would be. But circular activation. Surely they must be turned off after being used. If not, that is ultra broken. Right, let's get the Lizard King Sword. Adjacent weapons get -1 to their energy cost this combat, a minimum of 1. Deals 20 damage. 5 upgrade spots. And we've used up all of our treasures on that. But, wow. We've got a consumable down here. You can have that one. Sure, we'll go ahead and we'll unlock the wash basin. See no reason not to. Let's find out what else we've got. It might be nice to do a bow run again, though. Purely just to gather up some arrow unlocks. Rare magical. Sure, you can have that. Sadly, I don't have this for you. Magic Expedition. You start... Oh, okay. So actually starting purely on a magic run. The Charging Mana Stone. Each turn refills mana. What? That would be amazing. Oh, why did my Firestar show that it needed research? I don't recall seeing that. Maybe I was just unobservant. Wouldn't be the first time, but still, that kind of caught me off guard, not gonna lie. Right, structure. I've got 2 to use. Well, 1 rather, and you can use the plant there. Okay, we're getting closer to unlocking the rocks. There we go. We need a bunch of building components to get the rest of that, but that's alright. Do we need one more shiv? Then we can get the blessed shiv. Many blessed things. Alright, let's go and sell some stuff, because I've got oodles of gubbins. Actually, before we do... What is that? Oh, let's have a look in here. What have you unlocked? Something... the ace cleaver. So you need the jack, the king, the queen, and the ace. Or the jack, queen, king, ace. All adjacent and diagonal cleavers are used. So this one, the above cleaver is used. So you'd have the jack activate the king, activate the queen, or maybe the queen activate the king. You know, it doesn't really matter which way you do it, but... and then the king activate the ace. See, and each of these has upgrades to them as well. That could become truly bonkers. The column chain star creates shurikens in each empty space in this column and then is destroyed. The row chain star creates shurikens in each empty space in this row and then is destroyed. I wonder if you can combine them to... Eventually, can you get a shuriken that doesn't run out? That isn't destroyed? Because that's what I would want. I don't like using items that exist purely to be lost, I guess. Let's just sell everything. Yeah, good. Let's go and grab the last little bit then. We can get a couple more upgrades now. Let's go through and find things that I have actually started to unlock though. There were a few. I will grab you. Do we have enough for the... Oh, we don't yet have enough for the rocks. Super sadness. We'll buy some plants, sure. Natural decorations. I know I could be using it on something that's functional for a run, but look, I want to be able to decorate my town, okay? This is important to me. Alright, we'll grab these as well for the Berserker's Ring. No more treasures, unfortunately, so I'm just gonna... Oh, and none of that either. Okay. Do we have enough to buy any further items? The brick arrow? Okay, that's not how arrows work. At least not the way they work well, but I can get behind it, sure. We will shoot bricks at our enemies. I mean, it'll certainly be a surprise for them. If nothing else. Let's find things that I can use these points on. There we go. Of course, you know, it might be worth saving up for the thing I want, but nah. Burning a hole in my pocket. Also, it's been ages since we played, so I do want to, like, unlock a bunch of things. But on the next run, we're going to be taking Perse out yet again. Whether we do one of Perse's quests or just a standard run. But we will go to the Enchanted Swamp, I promise. Pocket can't be far away at this point, but that is going to be it for me for today. Wow, that ended up being a long episode. I hope you didn't mind. Do let me know down below if you enjoy these long episodes. At the very least, you might be able to train St. Algorithmus to punish me less for making them. But that's going to be it for us. So until next time, and as always, from me, Perse, Crate, Pocket somewhere in the dungeon, Satchel, and Tote. Do take care. And Parcel too. Don't forget Parcel.